So after you've created the scenarios, the next thing you want to do is start looking at implications. And people sometimes want to jump ahead and say, you know, okay, now that we think that this future is going to look like this, what are we going to do? You don't want to do that right away. You want to talk about what does the world potentially look like. Make some observations about what education, for instance, is going to look like. Or I've done one with the future of banking where we looked at what money would look like. But that's very different than saying, if money looks like this is what the banking system would do. So you want to start with observations and understand those, and then we call them implications. What are the implications going to be of this particular set of futures? You then want to look, and individual teams do this, so they are going to sit around and they're going to look at the individual futures in the matrix, one for each quadrant, and they're going to say, what are the implications of that particular future? And then you step back and you say, are there any robust implications? Are there things that we see bubbling up from multiple futures that are really meaningful, right? So are there ideas that are bigger than one particular future? We call those, again, robust implications, which mean it's something you really have to pay attention to. And then there are contingent implications, things that are one or two futures, and sometimes you think about the futures in north and south or east and west, and you sometimes find similarities between those. When you find those contingent ones, that's where the early warning system starts coming in later in the process, because if you start seeing the future unfolding in a particular way, you say, we've already thought about that. That's something that, you know, we sat around and we had some discussion about what that future was going to look like, and we've kind of practiced thinking about that kind of idea. And so we can pull the trigger on a contingency, which then starts getting into action planning, but we'll come back to that in a few minutes. You know, one of the things that you really want to do with implications is just very much stay away from thinking about taking action, and very much think about, you know, what that future might mean for the focal question, for the people that are involved in that future, and in really understanding what that environment's going to look like, and making a good set of, you know, descriptive comments that people can use then to take action on.